The Dice Odyssey! Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Dice Odyssey. I'm Kaz.
I'm Bryan.
I'm still Greg.
We're coming to you to show you the Marcy Case. Now, this is not going to be a spoiler review. We're going to just be talking about some generalities about it. Yeah, I know. This guy is like chomping at the bit to tell you about all the fun things he wants to. And no, down, boy. Down. Okay? We'll let you talk about it here in the other video, okay? But, yeah, so if you don't know anything about time stories...
you must have the, as it says on the back of the box, you must have the full, what is it?
Well, yeah, if you don't know anything about time stories, go back and watch the first review.
You gotta have the base.
Yeah, there's no reason for you really to watch this until you get that.
That's the biggest spoiler. You gotta have the base game.
Thank you so much for that public service announcement. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming.
It's got the triangle at the bottom.
You hear this? This is what I got to put up with in my left ear the entire time. So yeah, we're going to give you a little bit of our initial thoughts, kind of some general information. There could be little bitty baby, tiny bitty spoilers, but the fact is, if you came here, if you think anything's a spoiler, why are you listening to this video? Seriously. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I think that when it came down to it, I think the first thing you're going to be looking at is it's a completely different setting, but on top of that, it's going to be a completely different game in many ways. Like, some mechanics are going to be a little bit different. I don't know, I just didn't feel like it was very puzzle heavy this time around. I mean, as much.
No real puzzles. No.
And these guys, or especially Greg here, is a huge puzzle fan. So how did you feel about that? I was actually curious the whole game, wondering how you felt about not as heavy on the puzzles.
You know, not bad, because I think in some ways the entire thing is a puzzle you have to put together. You are solving a mystery, and that's very appealing. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, when you first jump into the game, you will know immediately this is like an 80s or a 90s action movie. It's supposed to take place in 1992.
That's my favorite thing about this game. It's 80s.
It looks like Miami Vice on the back.
Yeah.
Hey, all you young guys watching this thing right here, that's a cassette tape.
That wasn't condescending at all. But anyway, yeah, but no, seriously, I mean, gosh, we grew up when the CDs were first coming out. Yeah, oh my gosh, we're dating ourselves. Don't read too much into that comment. But anyway, yeah, I really felt like it was like an action movie. Like the first one was more methodical. It was more plotting. You really had to find... I mean, there's still clues in this game that you have to find, but I felt like it was, again, you find a clue, you fight. You find a clue, you fight. In the first one, it was you find a clue, you find a clue, you find a clue. You might fight once in a while. Puzzle. Yeah, there was a few good puzzles in there.
Yeah, in that one.
And yes, they stayed strong on giving you those red herrings like they did in the first game.
Oh.
Big time.
How many times did we keep thinking, oh, we found something amazing, and then we went, oh no. It just blows up in your face. But again, at the same time, it did help move the story forward sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're really heavy into story, this was a little bit better in some ways.
Yeah, it gave you more information on the story, what was going on.
Yeah.
But it didn't help you out really in the game.
Yeah, I could have... There were some of them I just could have probably done without. You know, you get it and you're like, well, I guess you told me something, but that was a waste of time. And in this game, time is everything. So when you waste time, it's painful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I will say that we did, and we're going to say this in spoiler review as well, we did 4 embarrassing run-throughs. I actually thought we were going to have to do a fifth. Oh, man, we really...
Sucked.
It was so close. I mean, we did this by the skin of our teeth. We finished the game.
Well, yeah, but we made a conscientious decision. Like, we knew we probably could have solved it much quicker, but we hadn't been to one location, so we're like, hey, let's go there. And
I could have survived if we finished it quicker.
Yeah, well, Bryan...
I sacrificed myself for the greater
He did in one situation, and we played Tapped for him and all that. So, but anyway, again, it's hard to tell you so much about the game without being able to tell you so much about the game. So, go ahead.
I can say this. I mean,
yeah,
I was hesitant to go into the Marcy Case just because 80s mystery, but I can tell you this, it paid off great. It was I love the game.
And you weren't really excited to go into it to
I
begin
wanted
with,
to go in
right?
Prophecy of Dragons. I mean, dragons, right up my alley.
Yeah.
Love mystical stuff like that. But
Mr. Lord of the Rings over here.
I love
it.
I love the 80s, but I just really wasn't digging this. Like, oh, I gotta go find this chick.
Like a detective adventure,
I really wasn't into the whole detective thing.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to get through this one really quick and move on to Prophecy of Dragons, but after getting into this, I'm really glad we did it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
What did you think of the artwork? I know we said something about that beginning, but did you like the change? It was looking more realistic in the first game. That's a difference, too.
A lot more realistic. Like, first game was more like a clean comic type.
Yeah.
This one was more kind of a grungy.
It was gritty. It really was. Yeah.
Comic book action where you got the lines going everywhere. I really love the artwork.
But considering you're kind of an artist,
Yeah,
I mean, he draws and matter of fact, he does a lot of different things like that. So, anything you want to add, Greg, for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, the one thing that I think that was most surprising on this one is on our last run through, we actually hit every single location in the game, and I didn't think that was possible. Like,
Well, are you saying now? I don't remember we did. No, I mean we hit every location, but not on that run
Not
through.
on that run.
Right.
But we've been
no.
I don't think we did.
Except for one spot. You're right.
Yeah. So we didn't. But we visited. I see what you're saying. Okay. I
But
got you.
usually, like even in the first one and even in this one we've been playing, I didn't think like you have to make conscientious decisions of where you're going to go. Ironically, this one, without spoiling it, you can actually finish this very quickly.
On accident,
Yeah, kind of.
which we nearly did at one point.
I mean, if you know certain things, very quickly. But then you don't get the story, so that's no fun. So
Yeah, and you're really in this for the story, which is pretty rich at times. So, was it enjoyable? Like, was it everything that you thought it was going to be once you got into it?
No, like I said, I didn't think it was gonna be this great.
Okay. You, Greg?
I'm gonna be the oddball in the group. I actually like the first one better, but that's more just because.
Get off the show. No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
I'm kidding. I liked it too.
I think it was more just I loved the characters in the first one. It's just I can't get over.
So
how
you like
funny-
people with problems?
Yeah, it's
is
like
what
real
you're saying.
life. Everybody has problems. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, and this one, it was more like a video game. You kind of got some leveling up in a way. Well, not leveling up, but you had some extra powers that didn't hurt you at the same time.
Yeah.
Love this game a lot. I think it's a worthy successor to the first one. I think I might have enjoyed this a little bit more than the Asylum case, actually.
I did.
So, yeah. Anyway, that was good times.
Don't mistake it. I did like both of them. I'm just saying.
Don't try to justify what you just said.
That's
young
the
man.
one
Just
aspect
saying.
I did like out of the first one was the characters.
Yeah, I get that. So anyway, again, we can't sell you much on a non-spoiler review. So from this point on, we're going to go ahead and end this video here, and we're actually going to go and now record a review that actually has spoilers in it. So,
Dream sequence.
shut up, man. He rode me about this in the Asylum spoiler review anyway. But yeah, so we're going to go into that, and so that's going to be all for us on this one. If you're really interested, now again, if you haven't played yet and you're looking to play, don't watch the next video. But if you don't care and it doesn't bother you that we're going to tell some of the story and things that we ran into, please go check out the next video we're about to do. So yeah, that's going to be all for us. Thank you so much for watching the Dice Odyssey. I'm Kaz.
I'm Bryan.
I am.
He's supposedly
still
Greg. Yeah, and I'm glad I had to help you finish that statement. So anyway.
I was going to jump in there, but I didn't.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed day, and game away.